Okay.
Episode 3. We're back.
I was trying to do the natural thing, but we'll do it. We're back.
We're back. We are back. Yes. Thank y'all for.
I'm sorry.
Hard.
I love you. I'm so happy. I told you. That's what we were waiting for. She jumped back.
I was trying to smile through it.
It's so loud.
It was very loud and obtrusive. It was very obtrusive.
I'm scared of using the word, but the vocab. Hey, creature, she turned 40.
I started using it, as a matter of fact. I started using it. Whatever.
Got the calendar of the day.
Shut
no,
up.
The day of the... What's it? The word of the day.
The word of the day is...
I was messing up myself. Calendar of the day. How you know that?
The calendar of the day. The word of the day.
What does that even mean, calendar of the day?
Thank y'all for joining us for episode 3. We hope that the last 2 episodes have been very inspiring, transparent for you guys. I hope you have learned something. I hope you're in the comments letting us know how you feel.
Yes.
If you have been through what we're going through. If not, if it's inspirational, whatever. In the comments. We'll reach in the comments.
Yes, please.
Hop in
there, and then you have a say. God has the ultimate say, but you have a little say in what our next video might be.
Could be. Facts. Could be. Because we out here living hot for the Lord.
So we're going to talk.
Honest, open, and transparent. Let's always make sure we clarify what our hotness is, because we all hot. But we hot for the Lord. Amen. Come on.
Amen. I want to talk about something, baby, if you don't mind. I want to talk about the word that scares me. And the word is community. It scares me. Why does it scare me?
Terrifies
you. Like I said, it's. I want to. Sometimes I don't know about you. There's moments you just want to be here, because transformation takes work. I'm learning that. I don't like it, because it was nice being able to. I have even figured out at my level. But the only way for me to get to God's level is I have to transform. But I didn't realize how much work it was.
You say God's level. I don't know if that's what you meant to say.
Well, God's anticipation for me, God's hope for me, God's calling, God's purpose for me.
Thank you for clarifying.
I was good where I was at. Like, hey, I got my teacher job. Okay, now I'm gonna be a counselor, and then I'm gonna be a principal. Skirt. Bring it back. What? Wait, something happened. Pastor Mike Jr. said it best. I think he said, you gotta make a shirt too. He said, God's gonna open that door to show you there's nothing there. Now get back to work. We might have to put that in the bottom. God's gonna open the door, show you there's nothing there, and then get back to work.
Yeah.
It's like when I say that when I hit that wall, I realized I want to be in leadership. Just it may not be. I equate myself to like these leaders talking about. And Pastor Todd's a perfect example where he was like, I thought I was going to be this musician, and then wrapped around became a pastor. Now he's back to being a musician. Mm-hmm. So you never know what God's planned for you to be there. And sometimes for you to find that plan, you got to be in community.
Yeah.
And get hit in your face with. You may not be doing that right. You may not be doing that right. I need to hold you accountable for that, which I didn't want. You need to show a mirror to show you doing this. I didn't want to see that. And that's where I was trying to avoid that community. But glory be to God, I'm now part of a men's ministry. I never thought I would say that. A godly man who will call me on my stuff. Sometimes I don't want to tell Sierra some of the stuff they be saying. I'm like, okay, brother, we just met. Like, let me go ahead and like, can I just ease in? No, man. No, God has a plan for you, and we're not going to let you fall back into your state of depression.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why was it hard for you to accept manly counsel or godly counsel from men? You were from the time I met you, you had tons of friends that were girls. and women and young ladies.
We're gonna go to my trauma. We're gonna do it to my trauma.
But we're being transparent. It's more than just community for you.
All these T words.
There's so much. There's so many much more than just the community is scary. No, there's a reason why you you embrace your introvertness due to life situations and. There's so many things I want to say, but let's narrow it in. Why was it hard for you to accept godly counsel or kingdom counsel from men, but embrace women easily?
It started back with losing, not having my brother in my life. I lost my brother before I was born, so that was the first male figure, like other than your father. At your level,
like your companion,
that should be like one of your first companions. Right. Is a sibling.
Like mine was my brother.
Yeah, like yours was your brother. Yeah. So when I didn't have, I was quote unquote an only child. Of course, God blessed me with sisters afterwards, and I'm like,
well, they were there, but they weren't raised. Yeah, with you.
They weren't raised.
They were so much older.
No, but I'm talking about the sisters at my level. We'll talk.
Oh yeah.
I'll say names on video, but yeah, God still blessed me. But I didn't see it that way. But of course, they were females, so I still didn't have that male. Right. Then I had my father, which I loved, but he was busy being the father. He being the breadwinner, provider. So we've talked about that too. I actually thankfully this year I was able to talk to my father about that, but that was part of me not being able to connect to fathers because I couldn't connect to my father.
Right. You wanted an intimate relationship with your father, just like you wanted an intimate relationship with a companion of the same age that was a man, but you were lacking both as the head, your God as the head and your father. Yeah. And then on the other side, on the same level, you didn't have a male companion that wasn't just a fun friend. Right. It was actually someone that you could confide in and have deep conversations with and intimacy with as a man.
Then my arrogance, because I was
so independent.
I was so independent when a male figure tried to be that in my life.
Right.
I figured it out. And they saw that, and they see that quick. And it even goes into today. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, like he got it. When you hear it so much, he got it. Oh, when someone asks you, how are you doing, and they don't mean it, that there's people like me who actually want to tell you, but you don't give me the opportunity to say it, I'm just going to be like, well, they don't care. Right. And after a while, you don't care. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't care. So that was part of the mistrust of, well, either he's going to try to do something to me that I don't want him to do, or I don't trust that he actually has the best
intentions for you.
The best intentions for me.
Right.
So all those three things come to a point where I couldn't even sit in a bar and talk to a male. Like, it was so crazy. It was like I couldn't even do that.
It's crazy.
It was just like it was just like, what you want to talk to me for? You're a dude. Like,
it's giving cringe.
Like, I didn't have that brotherhood.
It was giving cringe.
So it was just took a lot of me getting, like I said before, getting out my way and letting God and trusting God that, hey, there's males out there that actually want the best for you and actually want to see you grow.
Even when you realize that, though, too, William, we discussed this, that even the way that you communicated to men versus women is different.
Oh, yeah.
As well as people who are in leadership or elder to you, the way you communicate your desires, your hopes, whatever the case may be, the way you communicated, we talked about this, was different. And can you explain to them what that looked like?
I just thought of this, maybe, and hopefully I'm answering your question. I think there was a self-hating part of me.
What are you saying right now?
Like, how there's some people that don't like their own race?
Mm-hmm.
I almost like I didn't like my own
Sex,
on gender. Not in the sense like I wanted to change it, but when you see so many manipulators, when you see so many men dog females, like I was so tired, and part of it, that's why you gotta be careful what you watch. A lot of it was because of what the TV, television, it's fiction. When I go outside and I see a sort of reality in that, oh, this is a B. Oh, women need to be in their place. Oh, sometimes you gotta slap a H. Like you start being like, I don't even like. I didn't know what male wasn't like that.
Oh, okay,
so I was almost like, instead of me becoming one of those kind of guys, I just avoided them.
Gotcha.
And it was just, and
you just avoided.
I put them all in that same category. I never thought I see guys. I don't know where this is coming from. Like I had before, I'm telling y'all, we never talked about this at all. This is coming up right now. Like I just was so disgusted by the males that I saw around me, and like I said, I love my father, but there was that part of that neglectfulness I didn't like about him. There was something about a male, and so that's why it was like I love my black woman, and then it even got to the point where I loved almost like all women. And to the point where I only felt trust in females. So if you were in leadership, oh my God, my first principal was female.
Oh yeah.
So that just
it enhanced your ability to talk to women way better and easier than to men.
Man.
Wow.
Revelation.
What is that?
Revelation.
Is it self?
Is this self-evident? I don't know.
What is it? Is it?
And mind you, I'm not perfect. Y'all gonna be in the comments. Well, you probably an N-word. You probably I ain't perfect either, bro. I got so much going on that I need to fix. But it still was in me, just like not to trust other males, just because I was just tired of saying what I saw. It was just like every time I saw, there's like some kind of alternative motive. Like, can't you just love your wife without having a side wife? A side family. Can you be an honest businessman and not screw your partner?
Not be manipulated.
You're not manipulated. Can you be a pastor without messing with the kids?
Or
can you
be
a woman? Can you just be good?
Godly.
And at the same time, I use that to not look at myself and my faults, because I'm like, if I put them down, I could raise myself up. I'm not as bad as that dude. I'm not cheating on my wife. I'm not screwing my business partner. As I'm doing this, my arrogance and pride is growing. And then the guy was like, well, okay, bro, I'm gonna have to bring you down. He took the scissors and bring you down step real quick. And he did.
You were felt.
I tell you, when we hit record, we don't know what we're about to say. That's
crazy.
Left field.
And even hearing you say that, I see the remnants of it. I see the remnants of it being your wife for 15. I'm about to be 15 years.
Yes,
and knowing you for 20 years. It's about to be 20 years. I can see the remnants of that.
I'll be in the shadows just dogging men, like I was a girlfriend, like I was your girl.
Right.
You know this man.
But it's because also you were around a lot of women too. So you hear all the negative things they have about the guys they dated. Even when you were in high school, you talked about how the guys treated the girls, and so you were like, I'm just gonna be a jerk, so I don't have to deal with none of these people. And so you were a jerk to everybody.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, I became what I didn't need to be to get a girl, because I thought that's how I had to act to be a girl. Because I'm like, all the jerks are getting girls. Why? Right. I guess I'll be a jerk, and then that still didn't work. I did that for nothing. I was being mean for no reason. Basically, they still didn't want me. Sorry. You're a jerk.
You're a jerk.
Hey, you're a jerk. You jerk. Well, yeah, I'm learning now that community is important.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you go ahead.
What I was trying to say is that Will also expressed to me that his way of communicating, he talks very, very fast. On our podcast, we both really slow down our voices because we really talk fast.
We could knock this out in 5 minutes.
So we really slow down our voices on the podcast.
Yes.
But we were having a debriefing after church one Sunday, and he was like, I talk fast. I thought that's just how I talk. But I think I talk fast because I'm trying to get my point across quickly, so not lose your attention.
Before you lose interest in what I gotta say. Before
you lose interest on what I'm trying to say. And I was like, okay, let's go some more. Let's dive deeper in that. And so the more we started talking, I was like, yeah, babe, you do that a lot. I notice it. But I said, some people really want to hear what you have to say, so slow down. And then you said, but then when I slow down, they don't take me seriously still.
Oh, yes.
But now that I'm repeating what you said and connecting all the things that we have talked about, because you didn't find yourself worthy enough, anything you would say to them, you didn't find it worthy enough for them to even hear or comprehend. No. You didn't like yourself, so why would you think the words coming out your mouth means hold any weight?
I remember just sometimes visually watching the words come out my mouth and realizing and saying before they even enter their brain that they're not going to care.
And you said this to me. You had already checked out before they even responded. Even before they haven't responded to you. And I'm like, wait, so you're not even actively listening after you've already expressed yourself. I'm like, wait a minute.
Literally, like, as the words are coming out of my mouth, I'm like, they don't. Before they even hit your cerebellum, they don't care.
So his mind
just shut. I remember sometimes I'd be in conversations and just see her like, you okay? I lost my train of thought. Because I don't think you care, especially when we were dating. Oh my God, the fact that, like I said, the fact that we're married, how many times I was just like, she don't care.
But then I showed you that I cared. And that was the difference. My actions spoke louder than my words. Yeah. And I told him, before he ever tells me he loved me when we're dating, I said, do not tell me you love me. Show me that you love me. And you did. You did. Even though you did to express it too, you also showed me that you loved me when we were dating. And that's why we locked in. But then once we locked it in, he got lazy. Anywho, go watch the other podcast for that.
And that's probably a male issue too, because I mean, I've seen that, not just like saying myself, where it's just like the guys are the quiet ones, which there's value in being quiet. Yeah. But if you're being quiet to not expose
who you truly are,
you don't feel like you're worthy enough to be in the room. You don't feel worthy enough to be at the table. Yeah. That's not right to be quiet. Yeah. The reason you should be quiet is because you're listening to observe, to gain knowledge
and engage in conversation,
and then turn around and engage in college. There's value in talking second, because you learn.
There's much value in talking second. Yes,
you learn a lot of somebody who talks a lot, and then you. I'm one of those I'm a big advocate of okay, I got that. Let me go home and change how I do my taxes. Let me go home and you taught me something.
Keep talking. Okay. Yes. We about to change.
I'm about to take that opportunity. Are you going to use the opportunity? No, I'll take the opportunity. So there is value talking second. But if you're using it to avoid showing who you are, then no. That's why I was doing that. I think a lot of males do that too, because either maybe they have the same trauma I had, or maybe it's the same trigger I have, or like I said, they just don't see the value in what they have to say. And
it's because they don't value themselves.
And like me, I didn't like myself.
You didn't like yourself, right?
I didn't like myself. I didn't see myself worthy of being in the presence of some people. And the guy's like, "What? No, I put you in there for a reason. Talk, say something, say what I want you to say. You say this, and then I won't say it. Like he'll literally will tell me what to say, and I won't say it because I'm like,
you're being disobedient.
I was blatant disobedient. Like, nope." Mm-mm.
And then he would get
and I didn't like my voice either.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing.
I hated my voice. Do not. When the first year of Pleasant Love, do you rewatch the video? No. I didn't rewatch my video. I hate my voice. Why do I sound like that?
I was like, you sound fake to the man.
Why do I sound like that? So I never had that super deep voice. I have a deep voice, but there's always that like underlying, like there's a little high pitch in it. You can hear it.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I like it. I like it. I love it. I like it.
Someone said I sound like someone said I sound like a squirrel. I sound like Urkel. I've all the insults
back then.
Especially before puberty.
Puberty hit.
Gosh, you sound like Urkel. You sound like
that. Also played with the way of how you communicate too.
Yeah, if I sound like that, even when it's like I felt little something when the voice came, because I remember my sister calling, "Oh yeah, you think you're a man now?" I hear that deep voice. I was like, "Yeah, I'm a man now." But you still sound like a little boy. I was like, "Dang, sis." He's deep, but he still sound like a kid because it was like there's a mixture. I have a reverb when I talk.
You do. You can sound very, very loud and aggressive, and you can sound very, very soft and like R&B tonight at the on the radio. You hear me?
All that just
I'm here for it all. You hear me? I'm here for it all. Scream it. Tell me. Let me know.
What's really going on?
Come and talk to me. I really wanna.
Oh, that laugh right there. You hate that laugh. I'm doing it now. I'm trying not to do it.
It's cringe already.
That cringe laugh.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay. You saw how fast I went to.
I'm gonna get on you and laugh now. So
I'm loud. I'm just loud in country.
Like this is
you can hear me laughing.
These last videos, this has been like the chillest. We're gonna get back to what it is. We just get our rhythm back.
Hope you're enjoying all of this,
yes.
and I hope you're learning something from it. I wanna the whole title of this one. Community was a big fear for you. But now that you have it somewhat got your feet wet in community, how does it feel?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna be one of those holier than thou, like, yes, I am delivered and God knows that it's hard. It's hard. The check-ins weekly, like I'm just not good at, and that's again, it's all me. It's just me making sure that I'm available when I see that at whatever my username is on what's I can't remember what it is. And I'm like, oh crap, they're talking directly to me. Oh man, what are we talking about? Am I behind? Did I miss a scripture? Did I? Because it's holding myself accountable, and it's just gonna be. I got used to it, but there is that. Even though I say I don't like it, I know it's important for me.
What values are you seeing, and just from getting it?
Reading the Word, growing in God, growing with other men together, sharing my most vulnerable, transparent. Insecurities with them, so that I could hear other brothers that relate to it. Like when I brought up, like you were the catapult, you were the starter engine. But then when I went to one of my first meetings with men, and they're like, "I got dad issues too." I was like, "What?
What? He called me. He called see you." I was like, "What? You won't believe."
Then this brother said it too. I was like, "Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna have a conversation with my dad." And they stopped and like, "Oh, we're gonna pray for you." I was like,
"For real?"
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that part. Did you tell me that part?
I think I did. I
probably did.
They stopped and they prayed about my conversation I had with my father. I was like, "Oh my God, so this is what I've been missing for years." Like someone that actually care what's going on in my life, and then I do the same for them in their life. And just an exchange of care and compassion from male I was missing from my mistrust with males, that I just grew on my own just because of my experience with them. But yeah, like I said, I still don't like it. My flesh side don't like it.
Your flesh don't like it.
Yeah. Because devil knows that if I could get over this, when I start networking with other leaders in education, when I start networking with leaders in social media, when I start networking and I can walk into a room of male and actually talk, you know what God's going to do with that? That's why the flesh is fighting me so hard with that. That means I know I'm going the right direction. Because the flesh is fighting. If this was easy for me, then hey, whatever. This ain't nothing. But the fact that it's fighting, because the devil knows, like, hey, something's coming up that God has something prepared for you that's coming up where you're gonna have to step in the room, punch your mouths, and you're gonna have to get over your anxiety. You can't run to the bathroom and hide for 4 hours. You're gonna actually have to say something and speak. Yeah. And another great opportunity was when I went to my first men health conference. Crazy. I'm just like a group of men talking about their mental health and the issues they're going through in there and what they're going through with their wives, girlfriends, or whatever, partners, and for them to be open and vulnerable. And I didn't even sit in the back row. I was proud of myself. I sat in the second row. It wasn't the first row. I ain't there yet.
The first row was already taken up.
No, there were seats. I sat in the second row. I was like, I ain't there yet. I'm in the second row. I have some chair in front of me, a little buffer. But yeah, just to hear this panel of men from different ages, from different experience, talk about what they're going through mentally, I was like, okay, I could be part of this community, and I think God's going to use me and help me grow in this. And one thing I even told the leader, I was like, this is not about me being in front. I can step up in a certain extent, but I need to draw back so God can grow. Because I already have the position. I already could be arrogant. I could already be prideful. I need to step back and just listen, and then engage in conversation. Yeah. And that's where I'm at now.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, babe. I'm proud of you. I know it's a slow process, and your progress, you're progressing so much, and your ability to communicate to others, but also to communicate with me. So I'm very, very proud of you.
Can we talk about you, though?
Huh?
Can we talk about you, though?
Okay.
Your community. Now, your community is tight, but what I'm proud of you is that my baby has graduated from people pleaser to I am a queen with boundaries. I just make that up right now.
A queen with boundaries. Okay.
I'm a queen with boundaries. That's one thing we have to realize in the community. Don't not forget that no matter how
you had walls, though. Let's talk about that. Okay.
I had super thick walls.
You had thick walls.
Thick boundaries.
No doors.
Fortress,
no windows.
Rock machine guns.
Whereas I had
landmines.
Where I had no gates. No fences.
Into my heart.
I ain't had nothing.
They punch your heart out and left.
Peace.
I feel better about myself.
Okay. It goes. I had nothing. I had an open field. Run through. Run through. Just run through.
Ramshack over my heart. No, wasn't ramshack. Rumshack. I don't forgot what they used to say. What they used to say, devil come ramshack, rumshack. I forgot. I've been out of Kojic. I forgot. I've been out of Kojic so long.
You went all the way back.
I was back. But yeah, they were messing you up, and then I would have to sit there and
watch me go through
that. And I was just like, baby, you deserve so much. You do so much for others. You don't need to be hurt and broken like that. But I thank God that He is allowing you to see, using discernment to know when to set up those boundaries to safeguard your heart and focus on Him and not make anybody an idol.
Facts.
That's the big thing.
And thank you for sealing it with the idol part. Thank you, husband. And I think that's why He allowed me to have my heart broken so many times, so that I can stop idolizing relationships. Understand that, yes, it's good. When you look at Jesus and you look at His close friends, His inner circle, it was 3. And then you look at the crowds after that, and the disciples, and then you look at the crowds of people. For me, it was like, all those people are my friends. Girl, you crazy.
When I say the ill intent, I'm not going to get into too deep, but the ill intent, I'm like, all those people have your best interests at heart.
Right.
And God exposed them quickly.
Yeah.
They didn't have their best interests in you.
Yeah.
I think God, He did.
Yeah. And so, like you see, we are polar opposites in the desire to have friendship or relationships, and we were very much polar opposites. So half the time when He's telling me stuff, I was like, you don't even know how to be a friend. So what you telling me this for?
Yep. Until
boom,
goes the dynamite.
And it was like He was so polar opposite of me, that a lot of things he was saying was very helpful, but then also I would watch his behaviors. So his actions and his actions and his words did not match. So I half the time didn't even trust what he was saying. And I'm like, you're not even trying to be nobody friend.
Yeah.
How you out here telling me X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z? But Lord forgive me. But at this, you never know where you can learn, who you can learn from. Even though they can say it to you, they might not be doing it in their own life. Mm-hmm. Take one of my wonderful friends, shout out to you, says this statement: take the meat, leave the bones.
Ooh, yes.
And that's what I started to do with him. I still noticed that he still didn't have a community. He still didn't desire a community. And I was like, that's on you, but I'm gonna get my community in check somehow, some way. And the things he did say, some of them were very bony and sharp. I threw them away, and some of them were very full of meats. Yeah. And the ones that were meaty were the ones of, so you sitting here crying, you think they really care about you like that? You really think they worried about you and how they made you feel? Do you really think they care like that? That was the most meatiest thing he ever told me when we were in college. And that ring alarms every time my heart got broken. Yeah. Every time I was like, did they actually speak, that they actually think about me when they gone?
Now we got social media more deeply than we had back then. So now you can really see they do not care. They are at, where are they? Are they in Cabo? I'm over here crying and they're over there living their best life.
So, it's just, putting things, places, and people in their places. Yes. And I have embraced that idea to guard my heart. And I try to have the best intentions with any person that comes in contact with me. You can ask anybody. I'm not perfect by any means. But I had to learn, you have to have boundaries. Allow people to show you who they truly are. Right. And when they show you, believe them. Yeah. 3 strikes and you're out. 3 strikes and you're out. And now the boundary has been established. You get tries.
You're gonna get preyed on.
You're gonna get tries. You get tries. Yeah, but once you didn't, the 3rd try, that boundary has been met. For me. Other people have, once you do 1 strike, you have a full boundary and wall. And it's hard for you to climb over that thing. And for me, as a human and a spirit-filled person, I have to find grace, and those 3 strikes is my grace. Right. Because we all make mistakes. Right. Even my husband has made multiple mistakes. And when he showed me, his word showed that he didn't appreciate what I did. Boundary was created. Boundary has been created.
You are allowed to make a boundary with your spouse.
Yes, Lord. Say it again, Will.
You are allowed to make a boundary with your spouse.
Amen. To guard your heart.
Yeah.
And with that boundary, though, it has taught me that you was doing too much with this one. You were still doing too much. You still felt like you had to prove that you were worthy enough to be his wife when you were already worthy.
She shouldn't have to do. She shouldn't have jumped those hurdles, and I shouldn't have set up those hurdles.
You didn't even know they were hurdles, but I was just like, that's the realization that God gave me after the fact. Yeah. Was like, you still was trying to prove your worth to him, that he was number one. Not everybody else was number one, but that he was number one. But God's like, I'm a jealous God. I'm number one.
I want you.
I am number one.
I want you more than him.
Hello?
When you go to heaven, where he gonna be?
Hello?
You gonna be worshiping just like
you. Exactly. And so putting that things in perspective with my husband, prior to my husband, I had to start doing that with my friendships and understanding, how much. The other part of it too is I still have a difficulty, and I'm working through this with my therapist, of when I am tired. Like me, I'm a go-getter. Do you hear me? Mm-hmm. I will go until I will lose a whole night of sleep making sure I get it. You hear me?
She will.
And it's like, really? Okay, you supposed to rest. You ever took a Sabbath? Huh?
That's the last Sabbath you took.
What'd you say, Lord?
Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy? Was that 10 Commandment? What is that 10 Commandment?
What'd you say, Lord? Huh?
That 10 Commandment?
Well, I slept last night. That's not what that's sleeping for your whole being. That's not rest.
That's rest. Where's your soul? Where's the rest for your soul?
So I had to check in with the Lord. That part. And that's one reason why I decided to do my birthday the way I did, is I wanted to rest. Yes. I wanted to bask in his beautiful nature of the water, the ocean. I've been dying to go to the beach for years. And I mean a clean beach where you can see your feet when you step in the water. That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't dog Galveston.
Let's not. I wasn't gonna bring up the name, but you did.
They know where we live.
That's your business. That's your business.
Your water's dirty. Your water's dirty.
A-Shot, hold it down.
They know it's dirty too. They know it's dirty too.
So I was hoping that. And then when we got there, I was just in awe. Like, I was like, God, I actually made it to the water. And I was telling my mom, like, as my feet were sinking into the sand and I couldn't move, God said, that's how much I love you. Aww. And then he said, look at the water, look at the skies. That's how much abundance I have for you. The abundance of love, the abundance of whatever desires I give you. This is how much I have. And the ocean could not stop. The sky did not stop. And I just cried. And we'll probably post a reel of me on the beach with the water. And it was just an aha moment of like, this is what you wanted me to get to. I had to deal with my negative thoughts about me turning 40. But I had to get to this point of peace, but it's a different type of peace when God is in it. It's completely different. It's a completely different type of peace where you can't even explain it. It's just like, it just takes your breath away. Yes. Like, it truly does. And so I'm so thankful that he allowed me to have that experience with my husband there. Oh, it was just so beautiful. And the sun was setting. It was just such a beautiful afternoon. And so I'm so thankful for God slowing me down. Yes. I'm thankful for rest. I'm thankful for boundaries. Learning how to have boundaries. Let me go back and say this. I didn't think, remember when Will said he didn't feel worthy? I said he didn't feel worthy enough. Like, people didn't feel worthy. You didn't feel worthy enough because you didn't like yourself. For me, I like myself, but I didn't think other people liked me. So I didn't feel I was worthy enough.
Oh, wow. You didn't think other people liked you?
I know people liked me, but I didn't think they thought I was worthy enough to be in their life. Mm-hmm. Because they rarely
experience that right now.
They rarely ever show their appreciation. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And so, whereas that's a whole other conversation for another day. Yeah. But that was my unworthiness, if you want to call it that. And so therefore I didn't want to put up boundaries because I wanted them to like me and appreciate me for who I was. But once I got God's, I made you. Mm-hmm. I know every rook and cranny of you. I love you. I really like you too, because I made you like this. Once I got that, I was like, girl, what you tripping on? What you tripping on? These people, these is human beings just like you. They flawed just like you. Mm-hmm. Why are you putting so much on these people?
Well, I don't.
Lord, that's the idol of people pleasing, the idol of relationships, the idol of wanting to be liked. That is it. When you weigh that more than you weigh what God says about you. Right. And so for me, he is renewing my mind daily as I continue to read his word, be in godly community, have time with my husband to talk about God, by the God we love. Yes. As I do all those things, it reminds me of, hey, remember who you are, who I called you to be? Right. Not who they said you are, not who they don't show you who you are, but who I called you to be. Yes. And so I'm so grateful for, and for me, it would be the fear of losing people, the fear of not being accepted, that fear. Right. But I no longer life happens. And as you grow and as you learn, our 30s taught us a lot of things because we were numbed out. Right. But now that we have been exposed to one another, but of course God has exposed us to our true selves. Yes. It allows us to live in a different way of transparency and honesty and openness that I don't think we had before in our past 10 years of marriage. Where now I pray that we're able to be so much open and so much more hot for one another, but hot for God, first of all. Yes. But allows us to have a life and a marriage that grows, that progresses, that lacks nothing because we have God as the head. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And reminding us, you know, that when you feeling low, and I think, well, you didn't say this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. All the things we were saying that he didn't get, I was saying all the positive things.
Oh, yeah.
I was encouraging all of the things. I would bring him gifts to make him feel worthy. I would like, y'all don't understand.
It's almost like
but it still did not fix what only God could fix that.
Because I didn't appreciate you. I right. I admit it right
But
here.
you didn't but you didn't also like yourself.
I didn't like myself, but it was almost like that, oh, you gotta love me because I'm you know how kids be saying, you gotta love me because you're mom. You gotta be proud of me because you're mom. So it was like, we've been married so long that, oh, you gotta love me because you're my wife. And I'm there for you all the time. Like, that's where you love me. But what about the guy and there was guys like, why you worrying about dude that might be only for a season, but I put her for your lifetime. As long as, you know, God allows us on earth, y'all gonna be married. And why are you worrying about that? And that was just me not appreciating that you were in my life and you were sticking by my side and everything. They were all my faults.
But once I made that boundary, that's when things came to, I was
like, hey, baby, can I? Hey, I look over the boundary. I'm like, hey baby.
You sometimes knock on the door too.
Knock on the door.
Hey.
Can I have a peek? Can I have a peek? I'm proud. No, I mean, I know it hurts because we need it right now because we were making. I know we were making each other idols for each other, so we do need it. And when we know what we can be able to start breaking down the boundary again when we put God over each other, so that we can appreciate it more, and that we're now honoring what God made.
That's the
word. Not honoring just to
the title.
Husband and wife. We're honoring what God made. God made you perfect in His image. I need to honor that. You're not something I need to adore and worship.
Right.
In that sense.
In that sense. And I don't know which podcast I listened to, but she's like, when you think about your husband or anybody that you're dating, remember they also are a child of God.
Right.
Even though you're my husband, you're His child.
Yes.
How should you treat God's children? You should be patient with them. Yeah. Be understanding. Also understand. Be watchful. Be observant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't abuse them. Don't belittle them. Yes. Don't make them feel less than. Right. Always be uplifting. And through it all, I never strayed away from that. With you. And I'm so grateful that my heart, God had already started changing my heart to not be so corrosive, but to be more igniting.
Yes.
And that ignition, I hope, has allowed you to get to a point where, maybe I can't handle that.
Yes.
And I think I hear you saying that more than versus,
I can handle that.
And it did not stop my love for you. It did not stop my desire to see you grow. Yeah. Even though you were husband me, it did not stop me to want to see you better, because if you're better, we're better. Right? And so as a wife, sometimes, and that's what I was saying about me becoming more submissive. Amen. I'm learning that sometimes it's not as what you do to help the situation. It's more than what you do with Him.
Right.
Because He can change. God can change anything. God can switch anything in place. God can do absolutely anything. But you have to give Him space and opportunity to do it. Because if your hand's always in it, how can He get in and help?
Yeah,
so
you need to get out your way. Get out my way.
Get out my way. Let me work on my child, because He is my child. He your husband, but He my child.
Right.
So I'm so thankful for where we are now and where God has taken us. And I hope you guys are enjoying this process of us unveiling certain parts of us that I don't think we really talked about then. I think we always put a soft spin to it.
Yeah, we might give you
back
a hint,
then,
or we put it.
But now
nice it's bow over it.
It's Rick Raw and honest.
This is it. We're struggling. We're a husband and wife that struggles, but want to get better.
Yeah,
that should be the main goal for every marriage or even a relationship. That you want to get better. You don't want to stay where you're at.
Right.
You want to find some way, like we said in the last video, some kind of anticipation, some kind of hope for something better.
Better, yeah.
So just seeking out from the word, from other counseling, from podcasts, Christian-based community, things like that. Just seeking out, especially men as leaders, we got to stop and take a moment to do that. Find that area.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that together. Love you, baby.
Love you too, babe. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed this podcast. Because I surely did we completely. I did the blah 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 blah.
Take the wheel, like he said. Take the wheel.
He took it.
What you said, what you did last time. Take the wheel.
Take the wheel.
I don't know what you were doing. Take the wheel.
Take the wheel, Lord. Take the wheel.
You were like, take the wheel.
I was a backseat driver. Shout out to Toby Mac. I love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, week, whenever you're watching this. We pray that you're watching this in the morning and get your morning a pleasant word, pleasant word with us. I hope you are enjoying this as we're enjoying recording it for you all. So we love you guys. We'll see y'all in the next video. Until then,
bye.
Have a pleasant love.